All right, guys, we're back for another Edison format finals at Evolution Games this time. We got myself on the left playing Diva Hero Beat and Aaron on the right playing Welledad. So we saw Aaron play top 4 in the previous video. He went up against YCS champion Dennis Niles. He was able to pull it out. But now he's here in the finals having to go up against myself, another YCS champion. Let's see if Aaron can pull it off, taking down 2 YCS champions to win. And this, I think, the 3rd time Aaron's been in the finals on the channel. He's won one. And the one he did win, he beat me when I was playing my GK deck. And I won game 1, and then he came back and beat me. I was so upset. I was this close. Eventually, I did end up winning with GKs at a different tournament. So, but yeah, I haven't forgotten. So, Aaron, this is my rematch. All right, so I double up started. He's got a Stratos in the back row. Yeah, I didn't film the whole tournament because this is not my main local. So, but I asked the owner and he let me film top 4 and finals. So, shout out to giving him a shout out again, Dustin, new owner at Evolution Games in Fort Worth, I think. Yeah, Fort Worth, Texas. So, Alias attacks over Stratos. Yeah, you can see kind of a little bit of a glare. And then he brains my Alias. Spark the brain. So he pays 800. What's life points? 91 to 8,000. So this deck plays a few tuners. It plays 3 Krebons, Plague. I don't know if is there any other. I think that's it. 4 tuners. So like I knew maybe I knew he was gonna try to synchro with my Alias. Okay. So you see here, I thought about setting 2, but I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna set 1. I don't want to get blown out by heavy. So I probably set bottomless. This matchup was a few days ago, so it's really fresh in my memory. This is what I'm filming this on a Friday, and this tournament took place on a Tuesday. Since it was only top 4 in finals, I decided to upload this today. Anyway, let's get back to the duel. Aaron Rodas for Greffer, so let's see what he can do. What's his face down monster? Did he set a tuner? Maybe he set a Goblin Zombie. Maybe he set I think he set a Goblin Zombie, or a Sangan, something like that. So Greffer, pitch, Mally. And then what is he going to send? Plague, I guess? I think that's the only thing he can really send here. Necro. I do know he plays Necro Gardener. So I think he's going to send either Necro or Plague. Or maybe a Krebons. He gets into Krebons too just to activate the telekinetic power well. So he chooses Necro Gardener. Let's see what the face down monster was. Or let's see if he flips it. Okay, so it was Plague. Do I have Hero Blast? Oh. Okay, I'm pretty sure that face down is Hero Blast. Because you can see me here thinking. If it was Torrential, would I have flipped it here? Probably. But yeah, I know he's got Mally. So I decided to just Hero Blast the Plague. I think there was a reason why. Because I know he's going to make a level 8 Synchro. So no matter what I do, he's going to make a level 8 Synchro. So my option, I guess I could have popped. I could have popped the Mally. But here comes Dark Arm Dragon. Which I did not see coming. I thought he was... Me, I was just observing. I was like, hey, what's he going to make? He's going to make a 6 and an 8. And he surprised me with Dark Arm. But at least now he's going to have to top for Plague. But he's got Foolish too. So this is just unfortunate. So he Foolishes Mizuki. So if I don't have Gores, this is game right here. Yeah, he can make Goyo and then top for Plague. And make Colossal. That's 28-28. That's like game and a half right there. Let's see if Aaron decides to go for it. I mean, even if I drop Dark Arm, he's got... I'm not Dark Arm. Even if I have Gores, he's got Dark Arm. Oh, he has Burial too. He didn't even need to Burial for me to kill me. But I haven't scooped, so that means I have Gores in my hand. Because if I didn't have... I think this is why I Hero Blasted. So here, I'm going to drop the Gores. Yeah, I don't waste time. I would have definitely scooped. If I saw he has game, I'm like, he has game. So I'm debating about dropping it on 25. So I think I dropped it on 25 just to save time. So I got really lucky here. Not lucky, but I'm lucky that I had Gores. Otherwise, this was game over. So maybe I should have dropped. I should have took the 28 and then dropped it there. I just at this point I'm like I'm screwed. My hand I can't deal with like all this whole field. I'm at 55. Yeah, I mean I'm staring down Stardust, Dark Armed, Goyo, and I have a Gemini Spark in my hand. So that Stardust hurt really bad. So you see here I'm thinking about setting 3. That's why I kind of want to play Compulse, man. I think I was playing 1 Compulse. So Aaron gets me. Game 1. Quick game 1. So let's get ready for game 2. Aaron's 1 win away. Alright, so I start off with E-Call for Stratos. Weird. Okay, so a lot of times I upstart first because depending on what I draw, that might determine what I search off of the Stratos. So like if I draw into Spark or Honest, then I'll search Alias. If I draw into Miracle Fusion, then I'll go Ocean. So that probably tells me right here, maybe I have Miracle since I searched the Ocean. Okay, so now he's at 9,000 and my 8,000. And I'll talk about Upstart in this deck. I've heard some people argue that they don't want to play Upstart because they don't want to draw into a Vanilla. But my argument is I do want to draw into Vanilla because if I don't see Alias in this deck, I cannot win. I have dead Hero Blast, dead Honest, dead Miracles, dead Gemini Sparks. So yeah, people who want to make that argument in the I've seen like 1 or 2 people make the argument like, no. I definitely want to Upstart into a 19 beater. Because otherwise I play a lot of bricks in this deck. It's one of the weaknesses I've noticed with this deck. Now, what's the other trap card called? Yadagarasu and Jar Greed. Those cards are okay, but I'm not a big fan of them. They're decent, but I don't know if I'd play them. Okay. So here comes Alias. Let's see what Aaron's got. So Aaron's at 9,000 to my 8,000. And he takes the 19. Set 2. Man, what if Aaron just flips Decree right here? I'd be screwed. All right, now Aaron sets 2. So, one thing I noticed, because I did play Aaron in Swiss, I feel like he doesn't play the turtles in this deck. I don't know much about Welledad. I don't know their normal deck lists, but like I didn't see any Pyramid Turtles, so that's why you see here I go declare attack on Alias and flip Shadow Mirror in case it's a Goblin Zombie. And then he has to compulse my Alias. Do I have Spark? Please have Spark. Yes. Yes. Spark. But what am I going to hit? So I choose to... Yeah, see, as I was like positive it was Goblin Zombie. I'm not saying Aaron doesn't play Turtle. But when I played, like I said, this is our, 4th game? Or 5th game. This is our 5th game in that same day. So I'm like, I don't think he plays Turtle. Maybe he plays 1. If it was the typical Instant Fusion Zombie deck, then that's a little different. Okay, so I Rhoda for Alias. I know one of my friends, Scott, shout out to him. He likes to hold the Rhodas and E-calls in his hand, but to me, it depends. I do it sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Like in this scenario, I'm looking at my hand. I'm like, no, I don't want to draw another Alias, so I'll just Rhoda for this. All right, so what's it looks like? Aaron, he's got 1 back row, 1 dark in his grave, so I'm a little scared of Dark Armed. Even though Shadow Mirror's up, but it's still a free 2,800 beat stick that I have to deal with. Oh, great. Future Fusion. So Aaron sends Mizuki, and he has to send a hero. So this is why I think he plays Bubble Man. Yeah. One time, one of my friends, Lois, he didn't know that you needed to send an E-hero for Gaia, and he sent Mali and Mizuki. I'm like, no, you can't do that. That'd be insane. All right. So, what's Aaron gonna do? Is he gonna Mizuki, target Goblin, but I have Crow. So against Aaron, I sided in triple Crow, triple Shadow Mirror. 6 cards. What I don't remember what I sided out against him. I sided out 1 Hero Blast for sure, and I can't remember what else I sided out. I think I was playing 3D Prison, so I sided out like 1D Prison, I think. So 8 Ocean grabs back Stratos. Summon Stratos, and I choose to pop the Future Fusion, just so I don't have to deal with an absolute 0 in 2 turns. Alright, 15, 18. What's Aaron at now? So Aaron's at 38. It's not looking good for Aaron. He needs to draw it out to my Shadow Mirror, because look, I got a bunch of cards in hand. Let's see, can Aaron pull out of this game? How many cards are in my hand? Like 4 or 5. I'm not sure how good Shadow Mirror's been decent. Oh God. Man, that sucks. Look at that. Return is such a nasty card. This is why I hate playing against Value Turbo, because it got Return, Burial, and Dark Arm, 3 power cards, and Brain Control. Yeah, so now he just got back his Mizuki and his Goblin, and he has not normal summoned. Oh no, he's got Plague in hand too. The only thing that's saving me really is this Shadow Mirror. So he tributes for Mali, tributes the Mizuki. He's gonna try to grab back. Oh, he's gonna try to grab back Stratos and pop my Shadow Mirror. So I have a second Crow. So I Crow him again just to like keep my Shadow Mirror, because now he already used his normal summon, and I'm gonna destroy his Goblin Zombie and his Mali, and I'm in a good spot. So now Mizuki for Plague that he pitched off of Lightning Vortex. So now Aaron's down to one card. What does he make? If only Scrap Dragon was out. Scrap Dragon would have been really good right here. So yeah, you can see Aaron's thinking. I really don't know. Do you go for Brio? And no, you can't go for Brio. Maybe go Goyo Stardust. Or Stardust first and then Goyo, I think. And just force me to deal with that field. Which Miracle 1 card outs that field, so I really don't know. Maybe Colossal in defense mode. Oh, but Colossal can't even activate under Shadow Mirror, right? I don't think so. Colossal's a dark. Yeah, Aaron took a while to make that decision. So he chooses to attack with that. Yeah, Colossal's a dark, so I don't think you can even activate Colossal under Shadow Mirror. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so his Goblin Zombie gets banished by return. So now all he has is Stardust. And I Compulse. Attack for 19. And that's game. So, not a quick game 2, but, you know, Shadow Mirror just carry that game. So let's go to game 3. Let's go. So Aaron's going first. He starts off Stratos again. All right. No back rows for Aaron? Or he's thinking about it. Okay, so he just sets 1. I think game 2, I sided out MSTs and heavies, but I put him back in because I think I realized he does have some traps, just not many, like Call, Future Fusion. I think he plays like the standard like one-ofs, like Mirror Force, Torrential, and I saw Deep Prison in there as well. So E-call for Stratos. Grab Alias. Let's see if Aaron, what's his face down? Does he have like a bottomless or a deep prison to out this Stratos? I know a lot of people have started to bottomless and deep prison this. Man, I always draw upstart every time I'm on camera. Okay, so he lets the crash go through. That doesn't tell me anything. I can't assume that it's not bottomless or deep prison. He might not want to bottomless or deep prison my Stratos. Let's see what else. So here comes Greffer. Pitch Mally as a call. So Shadow Mirror again. Aaron's looking at his face down. Yeah, triple Shadow Mirror. And I don't side out Upstart, so I can draw into Shadow Mirror. Alright, so let's go. Draw. This is one of the reasons why I'm playing this deck, because of Shadow Mirror. I think it hurts value. I don't know how good it is against Blackwings. I might try it out against Blackwings and see how it goes. I'm not a big fan of Consecrated Light because it takes up my normal summon. I guess Blackwings have more outs because they can just Icarus the Shadow Mirror. That's the issue. So I think Aaron is thinking, oh, Torrential. So no Spark. All right. So I set 4. So I 100% have Solemn Judgment down. I don't play Starlight Road, but I wouldn't do this unless I have Solemn. All right, so I've taken quite a few hits. Let's see, can I attack over this Goblin? Summon Alias. Ooh, see, the power of Shadow Mirror. That's basically an 1100 monster that I just attacked into. Alright. Oh no, Dark Arm. Imagine that Shadow Mirror wasn't up. I'd get just destroyed by Dark Arm. So, I remember I had to solemn this Dark Arm because I had nothing. I had no other way to deal with it. I know he doesn't have heavy, so yeah, I didn't want to. I was a little scared to solemn it. But I feel like I had to. Alright, so he gets Goblin, or he targets Goblin. So I crow the Goblin because I think if I remember, I was a little scared of Caius. I just can't deal with a monster bigger than Alias right now. Because I could have let. Also, he could have just goes. He can just go Krebons, Synchro for 6, and then I can't deal with the Goyo. I think he's gonna do it anyway. Here. Yes, but he has no card, so he can special summon Bubble Man. It's been a while since someone summoned a Bubble Man, so I was asking him what it did. I forgot that like Blade Armor Ninja deck, they would just like set all their back row, normal Stratos, get the Bubble Man, and then make a 4. So let's see if I'm right, if I can deal with the Alias. Okay, so see, it was compulsed. I didn't want to have to compulse like a Dark Armed or a Caius, but I have no problem compulsing a Synchro. So we're good. He's got 1 card, and I've got Shadow Mirror, Alias, a Face Down, and 2 other cards. So, like, worst case scenario, I could have let the Book of Life gone through, but I think I was just a little afraid of Caius. I didn't want to have to compulse a Caius. I think that's why I did it. And then he rugs my Diva. What's life at? 63 to 20 something. I mean, we look pretty good. He has to top deck Storm, and then he can't really do anything, even if he does top deck Storm. All he has in the grave is Mally. And yeah, this is not good. Even if he has Gores, he doesn't get the token for Gores, at least. That's the good news. And then we hit him for 19 and 25. So I top decked that Miracle. But now Aaron's really low. Let's see, can he survive? What can he do with 2 cards? So Brain, he takes 8. Targets my 0. So we're both pretty low. Dang, brain control, man. So here I'm debating on if it's worth to get rid of my 0. I was a little afraid of him tributing my 0 for Caius. Because if he tributes 0 for Caius, I'll get rid of the Caius, but then we're both top decking, and I have to draw monsters. So this is the dilemma here. So I have a D prison, and you can tell I'm just thinking, is it worth it to prison here, or should I just let it go through? But I decide to just let it go through. And he sets 1, he gives me back 0. He's at 11. Checking his grave. So because this is game if he doesn't have a prison or anything. Did I draw heavy or something? Oh, I have heavy set. So he has solemn, and then this is game. And there you have it. Unfortunately, Aaron came close, but was 1 game away from taking me and Dennis down. But congrats on getting second. Hope you guys enjoy the finals, and we'll be back soon. I'm going to try and get some deck profiles this weekend from the Big Edison tournament we're going to in Copper's Cove. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye.